China's doing so unbelievably bad, and it's so bad that it even shocked me, a China watcher.
Hey, LaoLiesGuy. I saw the video you posted yesterday. There's like about 30 guys staying and hanging out here. But the video you posted yesterday, it caused me to invent a new word. Obviously, everyone knows the word debunk. Now, debunk suggests that something can be bunked in the first place, right? So bunk must also be a word, I guess. I'm sure you remember, LaoLiesGuy, from 3 videos back, I coined the word Prebunk. At least I think I coined it. I'm not sure about that. I've never heard anyone use the word Prebunk, and I've never seen anyone pre-bunk a video. Prebunk for me was only possible because you guys always put out an upcoming thumbnail for your China show. Usually with a picture and title of the main story of the show, don't you? You normally post that about 1 hour or more prior to starting your show. Today, I've got a new word for you. It's called Slambunk. My definition of a Slambunk is if every last word and video clip that you have can be debunked. Your video yesterday meets that definition. I'm not going to debunk every second of the video though, because my video would be more than 30 minutes long, and I doubt anyone will watch for that long. So I'm going to do just a few highlights, but I assure you, I could easily debunk every last second of your video. Let's get started.
Now I got some inside information that's gonna blow your mind, so make sure you watch until the end of the video. You're gonna wanna hear this if you want to fully understand the sheer chaos that is ripping through the country.
I challenge you, LaoLiesGuy, or anyone who has watched or will watch your video to explain what mind-blowing information was worth watching until the end of the video. Was it your desperate appeal for people to subscribe so that you can get to 1 million subscribers? Is that what everybody was supposed to hang on for? Not cool, LaoLiesGuy. In my experience, making that kind of statement without providing any substance normally pisses viewers off. That said, I'm going to add a clip to the end of this video that many will feel worthy of watching to the end. I should warn you though, the clip I'm adding may not be family friendly. Watch to the end and you'll see.
Listen, I look at Chinese propaganda for a living, and what I try to do is...
Let me stop you right there. What you try to do is twist things to meet a narrative, usually using video clips you have no context for, are often outdated, sometimes not even from China. I digress. Back to the Slambunk. I usually like to start with the thumbnail. In this one, you've added, "This is China," to the picture. While the picture may be from China, if all of China was like that, there would be no need for you and many others to make China look bad, now would there? Normally, I would start by removing all unnecessary parts of the thumbnail. Then, I would go through various Chinese social media websites, which there are many, and I'd look to see if I can find a match. I'd also do a Google image search. I mean, why not? Google's obviously pretty effective. I'd be trying to confirm that the picture is from China and get as much context as I can. Especially any information about the date the picture or video was taken. There are times that I do that, and I don't find anything, but it's rare. You would think I'd get frustrated when I can't find anything, right? Quite the opposite, actually. Not finding anything usually means that it's not from China, or it's from Sideburns CA's private collection. Being that Sideburns CA's fetish of filming homeless is only second to his fetish of filming toilets, I already knew where this would lead.
Some of this footage I filmed myself in the biggest and brightest cities of China.
And there it is. keeping in mind that both you and Sideburns have not stepped foot in mainland China for about 6 years, his video and your thumbnail are at least 6 years old, and likely 10 or more years old. Now, jumping right into your video, I see that you had some actual recent clips from people, just normal people on the ground in China. Maybe tourists, right? Just normal people reporting what they see.
China's propaganda campaigns at the very heart that show you people shopping and spending money and show this booming, healthy economy of skyscrapers and consumption. This is what they want you to see because they want you to think that everything's okay. I have to step back and really get out of my bias zone and look at what is actually happening on the ground with people and their money. The thing is, the propaganda videos right now are absolutely rampant. Look at the people shopping and look at how the economy is doing so well.
You call recent videos from random tourists propaganda.
A China watcher.
If you were my China watcher, I'd fire you. You'd be out.
This is why you're seeing tons and tons of videos of YouTubers traveling around China's Potemkin fake tourist sites. The Chinese government screws up and sends me and my friend emails too that, they'll pay us to go travel around China and show that everything's amazing.
Right.
Next, you'll find most of the homeless clips you added to your video, right here. Pay attention for a second, because after each clip, you're gonna find something very, very interesting.
Friends, everything is definitely not okay, and countless fleeing Chinese migrants running to the USA.
Look at the street full of beggars I filmed in Guangzhou, which, Canton, the capital of Guangdong.
It's fortune tellers. It's an insane shift in perspective.
Is suppressed and never seen by the outside world.
I spoke to a few experts who not only deal with China economics,
Forbidden to see or know about it.
for at least 5 to 10 years, maybe even more.
And especially people outside of China are
And it was going to get stuck in this middle income trap. It's now clear that China's been stuck in this middle income trap.
What I'm showing you here is something you're not allowed to see in China.
Economically, but help Western clients invest their money abroad. What is happening in that sphere right now tells us so much. Investment firms that were skeptical
Been shared with me from my friends in China, and some of it has leaked onto the Chinese internet only to be quickly censored. But once it has been posted to sites outside of China,
and deflection that China's doing right now, you definitely know that something is up. Now here's the deal. Every time someone challenges me and claims that China's actually doing pretty well, about China were previously criticized as paranoid or behind the trends. China's the new thing. But now they're being championed as
it's very difficult for the Chinese government to get it removed. This is China's hidden shame. One of the things they fight.
I'm not sure what to say about that. There is no way in hell that you can claim that you didn't know anything about that. You are either very, very lazy, or there just aren't many videos online of current homeless people in China. I suspect it's both. This next clip is a real oddball. I don't know why you got it in there. It looks like a group of black men standing across from a bunch of women dressed in clothes from another era. I mean, what the heck? This next clip is just friggin' disgusting. You claim that the mainland transformed Hong Kong into an Orwellian hellscape. Meanwhile, the video clip was taken during riots that were financially supported by Western governments, including yours.
they've transformed Hong Kong into an Orwellian hellscape place that just scares people away from Hong Kong to do business.
What exactly do you make a living doing? What else is in your video?
The real truth is that the people are not shopping. Whole shopping streets are being abandoned.
Clips from a video made in Guangzhou someone posted recently. The video shows empty streets and looks like nobody's shopping, right? I found a copy of the video posted by someone else in the Anti-China Club without you blocking the damn screen. In that one, I can see the date. I can actually see it there. Being totally out of touch with the reality today in China, I can't blame you guys for not knowing that this past Dragon Boat Festival was unusual, which is when that video was taken. Dragon Boat Festival this year felt similar to, reminded me of Chinese New Year. Most people left to go to like tourist destinations or to go home for the holiday to spend money. Even here in Shenzhen, I had to walk about 4 kilometers to go and buy breakfast. Normally there are several breakfast choices within a few blocks. I guess nobody told you experts about the holiday this year, did they? This next part is totally cringe. Videos that both you and Sideburns have used to no end. They're probably getting worn out.
They also have a property bubble that destroyed a lot of people's wealth. Keep in mind, there was nothing to invest in China to begin with. The very few opportunities there were, most of them were in the property sector. That's about to all go up in smoke. Now, normally, when a property bubble pops, it leaves people with some cheap homes they can at least live in. But here's the deal in China, when the property bubble pops, they're not just losing a home.
You look like you were just a kid in those videos, LaoLiesGuy. I mean, what happened to you, LaoLiesGuy? How did you turn out to be that guy? That guy that you hated when you were a teenager. How did that happen? Anyway, if you're still watching, without further ado, here is the promised video clip. It's just a short clip, and as I mentioned earlier, it's not family friendly. You're welcome to leave a comment below if you think I cheated you and it wasn't worth the wait.
Hey man, hey man, you know, can I go around the corner and suck your dick?